It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The numbers in last week's game for Stewart. 19 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
That is caught. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
Throwing on first down. Farr. Complete to Wheaton. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Farr. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On 1st and 10, Henley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Henley. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Henley working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Goes out left, it's caught by Williams.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Henley.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears now ready to take over again. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. We're going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. The families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Brought in by Wheaton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. Third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Stewart again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back to throw. Far. Wheaton's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Far. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burgess.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Far.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henley It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Lions at 10-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On first down, Stevenson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Henley, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Farr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Throwing again. Farr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 4th for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Farr. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Stevenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off-play action. Far. To the left sideline and incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake. Henley. A quick throw there is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Henley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Far. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burgess. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort there. Now a swing pass out to the right side for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Stewart on 1st down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Farr. His throw incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with the catch.
Everything has been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work,
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This a 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
and from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Time for another look at this Lions offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Henley. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From a yard out.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Farr. Against pressure, too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Henley. Pryor has it complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Henley firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off play action. Henley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They have the big play to start the drive. The 2 incompletion sets. Back to throw. Far. He's got his target.
complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Farr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off the play fake. Farr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll run for it. It's Stewart.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burgess. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Farr. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
9 time is left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so suddenly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Henley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Henley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down now, it's Stevenson. Busts through the tackle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Far. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10. Far. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Far. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Far. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off play action. Far. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on 1st down. Far. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Far. Run in by Wheaton over the middle. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Far. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on 2nd down, Henley. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Rolling to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Henley. And he's got it. Got his man in the end around. Complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Henley. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henley.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Henley.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Henley.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Far. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Coming to line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
There's Stewart up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, got some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Look, right here, one time.
Operating from the gun. Farr throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burgess. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Stewart.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Farr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown Bears. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Henley. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Off play action. Henley. McDonald makes a catch.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
All the boys, time to go get set. Let's get some momentum here.
On first down, Henley. And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Henley. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Henley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Henley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Henley. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Henley. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. That's a big play from both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Strike, they look to throw. Complete to Wheaton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Stewart on a counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are that?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So no shortage of offense.